From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, June 19th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. The names of those two people who were killed in the accident yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Route 924 and Interstate 81 southbound exit have been released. According to Hazleton State Police, the driver of the ATV, 31-year-old Amber Judge, and the passenger, 23-year-old Eric Baker, both of Nuremberg, were killed when it crashed into a tractor trailer around 1:30 Thursday afternoon. Police say the pair were on a black 1994 Honda 450cc ATV and were traveling north on Route 924. The truck was exiting the off-ramp of Interstate 81 north, turning north onto Route 924 when the ATV ran the red light at a high rate of speed and collided with the truck. State police say the ATV that Judge was driving was reported stolen from a home Thursday morning in Black Creek Township. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue were assisted by West Hazleton Police and State Police at the scene. The cause of yesterday's fire on P Street was ruled accidental. According to Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko, the children were home at the time, alone, cooking on the stove. Emergency crews arrived at 749 P Street around 1:15 p.m. The two children were taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, to be treated for smoke inhalation. While fighting the fire, firefighters had a hard time getting water from one of the fire hydrants in the area. The Hazleton City Authority was called to the scene to inspect the faulty hydrant and fix the problem. The American Red Cross was called to assist the family after the fire. A West Hazleton man is missing and police are reaching out to the public for assistance. Police say this man, Richard Meyer of West Hazleton, was last seen near the Pantry Quick at 16 North Broad Street around 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, June 17th. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to call the West Hazleton Police Department at 570-455-3733 or dial 911. Another raid at Attorney General Kathleen Kane's Harrisburg office. Representatives from Montgomery County DA Risa Vetra Furman's office served warrants and removed documents from Kane's office. They did not comment on the raid, but sources tell the Harrisburg Patriot News documents were taken from the office's 14th floor and were related to the office's Human Resources and Information Technology departments. Kane is being investigated for leaks of grand jury testimony to the Philadelphia Daily News, allegedly to embarrass a political rival. Furman was been investigating this for months after a grand jury recommended Kane face criminal charges. She has not commented on the investigation. A local state representative introduced legislation that would increase fines for impersonating a law enforcement officer. Representative Doyle Heffley of Carbon County reintroduced the legislation in response to numerous reports of motorists being pulled over by impersonators. The State House unanimously passed the legislation on Wednesday. Under House Bill 235, a person who pretends to be a law enforcement officer will face a third-degree felony. It carries a maximum of 7 years in prison and a $15,000 fine. Currently, impersonating an officer is a second-degree misdemeanor and only carries a maximum penalty of 2 years behind bars. Also, anyone who sells a vehicle with sirens and lights would be required to pay a $500 to $1,000 fine if convicted of the offense. The bill will now go to the Senate for consideration. Bishop Joseph Bambera of the Scranton Diocese released a statement yesterday regarding Pope Francis's encyclical. The Pope calls for people worldwide to move to a deeper understanding of moral and spiritual responsibility to care for the environment. In his new encyclical title, Laudato Si, which means praise be to you, from the Greater Prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, was published Thursday. Bishop Bambera said in his statement, quote, "Finally, the Holy Father gives us hope as he asserts that while our world is faced with serious challenges, humanity still has the ability to work together in building our common home." He also goes on to say that the encyclical will serve the Church of Scranton well as we reflect in our parishes, schools, and institutions upon the responsibility that each of us have been given to care for God's great gift of creation, unquote. Seniors in our area braved the rainy weather for their annual summer picnic. WYLN stopped by today's festivities, and our Julie Stefanovic has the story.
The Hazleton Active Adult Center held its annual picnic this afternoon at Community Park in Hazel Township. The seniors had the opportunity to socialize, dance to some live entertainment, and then there were those who did their best to stay out of trouble.
I'm having a wonderful time. I'm getting yelled at everybody because I'm acting up too much, but I don't care. You only live one time.
Director of the Active Adult Center, Harley Bobby, gave us the highlights of today's event.
We have a polka band, so they'll be doing some polka. We do have horseshoes, and we have some beanbag games. We have hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad, coleslaw, beans, potato chips, watermelon, iced tea, all kind of fun summer foods.
The center provides area seniors with lunches, recreational activities, and wellness programs year-round. It also provides educational discussions, financial counseling, and fitness tips.
This is one of the many things we do down at the Hazelton Active Adult Center. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. We have all different kinds of activities, and this is one of our main events for the year.
The facility is open from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and it's located at 24 East Broad Street. You can give them a call at 570-459-1441 to get involved with all the activities and services that it has to offer. In Hazel Township, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Time now for our first look at our forecast. Hopefully, after all the rain we saw this weekend will be dry. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Not quite. We're going to have to deal with some rain across our area for this upcoming weekend. In fact, we do have some flood watches in effect for parts of our viewing area as we head into the weekend for Schuylkill, Carbon, and Monroe counties. Why, you might ask? Well, thanks to this guy right here, Big Bad Bill, if you will. He's packing up a pretty good punch, counterclockwise circulation. That's going to start to head in our direction, but latest indications are I'm still thinking the heaviest of rain should stay toward the south. But we're not going to get through the entire time without seeing any rain. I think as we go into our Saturday night, into at least our Sunday morning, we're going to have to deal with some showers and even a possibility of a thunderstorm. Speaking of some showers, there's been some out there on radar, primarily just out toward the west, say through Williamsport, Lewisburg, Danville, Bloomsburg area, in and around those regions. But again, nothing going on right now, and temperature-wise, not doing too bad, holding in the 70s to near 80 degrees. So what about this weekend? Saturday and Sunday, I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, this Sunday will mark the 20th anniversary since Mother Teresa stopped at a church in Mahanoy City. And today we stopped by Blessed Teresa of Calcutta and spoke with Father Gallagher about this weekend's anniversary Mass. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will be back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Penn State is right here in the Hazelton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazelton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazelton.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
20 years ago, Mother Teresa of Calcutta visited a Roman Catholic church in Mahanoy City. This Sunday, the church will be celebrating her visit with a special Mass.
Back on June 17, 1995, Mother Teresa of Calcutta came to Mahanoy City at the end of her visit to the United States Order to meet with Sisters of the Missionaries of Charity, which she founded in India in 1950. It's been 20 years since Mother Teresa walked the steps of St. Joseph's Church. Now the Blessed Teresa of Calcutta Roman Catholic Church in Mahanoy City is celebrating with an anniversary Mass this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. with the Most Reverend John Barris, Bishop of the Allentown Diocese. Monsignor Anthony Wassel, who was pastor when Mother Teresa visited, will also be part of the Mass. Father Kevin Gallagher is the current pastor of the church.
It'll be a packed church. The bishop will be here. Monsignor Callahan will be doing the homily, and he's known Mother Teresa. He's met her. He actually gave retreats to the Missionaries of Charity when he was in Rome.
Several thousand people lined the streets of St. Joseph's to welcome her to the area. She spoke to the congregation inside the church and then was welcomed outside the church following Mass to speak with the people.
You know, at that point she was considered a living saint. You know, to have somebody that's received the Nobel Peace Prize and everything to come to a town in Mahanoy City, you know, in the cold regions, you know, it was a remarkable thing, and it was such a inspirational, you know, aspect for everyone in the town, you know, to have somebody that special to come here. And it really, you know, in so many ways, you know, by coming here, she planted a lot of little seeds, and the ground was really fertile here. And a lot of the things that she talked about and stuff have all taken off and taken root, and, you know, and her legacy is really alive in this town, you know, as it stands now.
Today we spoke with Donna DiCasmero, who works in the parish and organized this special Mass.
One of our biggest things this entire year was asking people to do small acts of kindness, again, in Mother's name. We had boxes in various locations across the parish, and simply asked people to drop in when they did something nice that day in her name. Didn't need to sign it, didn't need to tell us what it was, because that's between that person, Mother, and God. But just to focus on who Mother was and what she represented and what we should be following.
Born on August 26, 1910, Mother Teresa entered the religious life as a sister at age 18. And in 1939, she made her profession of final vows. In 1979, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Mother Teresa died on September 5, 1997. Blessed Teresa of Calcutta in Mahanoy City was named after her, and the church plans on celebrating her life and visit on Sunday.
When the church was founded in 2008, you know, her teachings and her lifestyle has been a theme throughout the history of our present church, and it has inspired a lot of people. We have a very active St. Vincent de Paul Society, and that feeds an awful lot of people in town, you know, and that's all part of that following Mother's lead, you know, because there's such great need in this town.
There was a reason, divine intervention, that we were named Blessed Teresa of Calcutta Parish. And I think it's important because not a lot of parishes can say, our patron actually was at our church. Our patron not just visited, participated in the holy sacrifice of the Mass. So I think it's important, and I know I get very excited when I think that's like, she was here. Do we honor the fact that she was here? Do we honor the fact of what her life represented by what it is we do? So this weekend is going to be great.
DiCasmero says she hopes that the parish community continues the works of Mother Teresa.
I want to thank people for paying attention to this, not necessarily the notoriety of our church, but remembering what Mother was, what Mother did, and what she represents to this day. It'll be, I guess, 18 years ago that she passed, 1997, and we still all get chills just talking about how wonderful she was, and hope that there's just a little bit of Mother that each of us can show.
A reception is planned for after Mass in the parish hall on Sunday. Anyone wishing to attend may call the parish office for tickets at 570-773-2772. The cost is $15. Again, the anniversary Mass of Mother Teresa's visit will be held this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. at Blessed Teresa of Calcutta Roman Catholic Church in Mahanoy City.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at what the Whitehaven Police Department is doing to help those in the community who are planning summer vacations. That and much more is headed your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health, we make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. And why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Well, the sun is out right now, but there are a number of clouds present in between the intervals of sunshine, and we're going to see a lot of clouds, I think, as we head into this weekend, but we can't rule out some intervals of sunshine. Also, we have to deal with some showers and even a possibility of a thunderstorm or two before all is said and done with this weekend. Well, on to the graphic for the day, and it looks a lot more wet than really what it was across our area. There were a couple of showers across parts of our viewing area. Most of us did not see any precipitation, but the atmosphere was still a little bit unstable, and there were a couple of showers that formed out there. Speaking of the showers, there you can see where they have been over the past 6 hours or so, generally out toward the west. Right in this area here they started to form, but notice there were no cloud-to-ground lightning bolts associated with those particular showers. Even one close to the Hazleton area, right here in Hazleton, we picked up a couple of sprinkles, but really nothing measurable whatsoever. 79 degrees are live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Like I said, really nothing measurable. Since midnight, we've only picked up 0.04 of an inch of precipitation. Our Coordinated Health Almanac page for the day, 80 and 64, the split in temperatures. 94 and 45 are the record high and low temperatures. 78 now Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 87 in Philly, 85 in Harrisburg, 79 in Williamsport. Temperatures holding near 80 up in the Wyoming Valley area from Wilkes-Barre through Nanticoke, Kingston, and Lehman. There is the remnants of Tropical Storm Bill, really packing a pretty good punch with some heavy rain, some showers and thunderstorms. Watch Skycast precipitation and clouds according to this model. We may have to deal with a couple of scattered showers or thunderstorm tomorrow, not a washout. Notice where all the yellows and oranges are. Down here, down here. That's right. That's good, because if you don't want the extreme heavy rain and prolonged periods of rain, some flooding, you want it to go down toward the south. And at this point in time, I think the heaviest of precipitation should stay toward the south of our area, but we're still not going to get out of the woods at all, because we're going to have to deal with still a chance of some showers, even a thunderstorm, especially as we go into Saturday night and at least the first part of Sunday. We may even see some sunshine by Sunday afternoon. Definitely can't rule that out. That, of course, is the good news, and as long as the bill takes that the southerly track, more of that southerly track, that will push the heaviest of rain toward our south. But of course, if you're going to southern Pennsylvania or Philly or places like that, probably going to get a decent amount of rain from the remnants of Bill. So we keep some of that unsettled weather in our forecast for the weekend. If you had to pick two better days, probably tomorrow, but we may still have to deal with a shower or two around or thunderstorm, and then we'll see some widespread showers and storms developing tomorrow night and the first part of Sunday. And then as we progress through Sunday, the sun very well might come out and we may be drying things up a little bit. And then going into next week, temperatures generally holding in the mid to upper 70s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 264, the pick 3313, and the pick 47908. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Celebrate Father's Day at Genetti's Sunday, June 21st. Enjoy premier catering and a scrumptious buffet, including your favorite breakfast selections, along with a carving station. Just $14.50 adults, children 3 to 12, $7.50. Under 3, free. Call 570-501-3700.
We're looking for a dealer that will take the time to get to know our needs.
And hook me up with something that has some all-wheel drive and some power. Bam!
And what will you be using the car for primarily?
Cycling, snowboarding, kayaking, you know.
Gardening, antiquing, and commuting to work.
I've got just the car.
Lease a 2015 Forester 2.5 ICVT for only $222 per month from Fairway Subaru in Hazel Township.
The right car.
The right price.
The right dealer. Fairway Subaru.
Things move a little slower here in DSLville.
Slow pitch softball is big here. Really big.
There's not a fast food restaurant in town. Zero.
Get the most out of the internet. Get Service Electric high-speed internet. Call Service Electric today to sign up.
Ho, 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 ho. Slow down. Tourists.
With the summer vacation season in full swing, one local police department wants you to be assured that their home will be protected while you're away. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on this story.
The Whitehaven Police Department wants its residents to know that they have their back when they leave town to go to their favorite summer destinations. The department has been keeping an eye on vacationers' homes for the past few years, and this year they have made the process even easier. Any Whitehaven resident can fill out a simple form to notify the police when they will be out of town. Patrols will then keep a lookout for any suspicious activities around their homes, properties, and vehicles.
We're driving out doing our normal patrols and extra patrols in the areas when we have vacationers around. We can protect our homes a little better. For the most part, we have a positive outlook. Most people are very happy that we do it. We've been doing it, like I said, we've been doing it before. We've just made it a little bit more easier for us to get the access to the people when they're away.
Chief Soak also encourages people to be vigilant of their surroundings. It's also a good idea to network with your neighbors to prevent a crime from occurring.
But also know your neighbors. Get to know your neighbors. Let your neighbors know when you're away. They're going to know who's supposed to be around your home, who's not around your home, and they know how to call us and get in contact with us. They're your best defense against crimes in your neighborhood also. Everybody needs to work together to prevent the crimes, especially in our rural areas where people just come into our area off Interstate 80, off the trails. There's all kinds of ways people come into our town. It's just the best way to protect yourselves between the local police and your neighbors. It'll work great.
The forms for the vacation house check requests can be picked up in person at the Whitehaven Borough Building. You can also go to the police department's Facebook page and download a form from there. In Whitehaven for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is live in Wilkes-Barre for the annual Wyoming Valley Riverfest. Stay tuned for all those details. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today. Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Welcome to sports. I am here at the Wyoming Valley Riverfest, joined by John Mayday, the Executive Director for the Riverfront Parks Committee and a volunteer for Riverfest. We want to thank Service Electric TV, Cable, and Communications in Wilkes-Barre for making this broadcast possible. And John, I'm experiencing my first Riverfest. For those that maybe have not experienced it before, how would you describe it?
Well, the mission of the Riverfront Parks Committee is environmental education, awareness, stewardship, advocacy, and recreation, and above all, fun. So when we put together any event, we look at it as, okay, how can we educate? So Riverfest is a celebration of the river. June is Rivers Month in the Commonwealth, so we use all of that to use as part of our tools to educate. We consider both sides of this river in the Wilkes-Barre area our classroom. So how do you get people into your classroom? We create Riverfest. Now, Riverfest has grown to a 3-day event. But this year we have a slight change. We added dragon boats about 4 years ago, dragon boat racing, but because of some issues with the river on Sunday, we decided to reschedule that to July 11th. So it's not, this year it's a 2-day event, but what you will see here is you will see environmental education. We have a huge tent on the other side of the river on Saturday, 40 by 120 feet long. We'll have about 40 exhibitors in there, first-class environmental exhibitors. We also will have food vendors, we'll have pony rides, we have kayak and canoe trips on the river, which will go tomorrow because the river is going to be great. It's going to be a day just like today, like you see here. And today and this evening is more of a, I would say, more of a social event. It's the grand opening, it's the opening of Riverfest. We have some entertainment, but we also have quite a few activities for kids. Once again, food vendors. We also get involved with the arts, so we have a community mural going, and right down below us we have free fishing with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. They will teach the kids how to fish. They will teach you how to fish. If you walk down there right now, didn't know anything about fishing, they will hand you a pole, and when you walk away, you'll be taking carp and bass and whatever out of that river.
What makes the environment, and specifically this area in Wilkes-Barre and northeastern Pennsylvania, so unique? A lot of people may not realize that, but they do when they come to Riverfest.
Well, what they don't realize is, number one, is this river. This river is, runs from upstate New York down to the Chesapeake Bay. And the one thing that you learn about with this river is, if you think about all of the tributaries that come into the river, that fill the river, they pass through every community. So it truly becomes a community event. However, the more serious fact of that is when anything that we do along this river, we all live downriver. So whatever we do here is going to impact somebody downstream. However, everything in this river ends up in the Chesapeake Bay. Once it ends up in the Chesapeake Bay, it's going into the Atlantic Ocean. Once it gets into the ocean, it is going around the world. So anything we do here impacts the world globally. This is serious business, and we want the public to know about that.
Well, you can come out to Riverfest to learn all about that. Dragon boats pushed back to July 11th, but still a lot happening throughout the weekend. Here in Wilkes-Barre, we want to thank again Service Electric TV, Cable, and Communications in Wilkes-Barre, and John Mayday for being so gracious to join us. Weather is coming up next.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Well, keep the umbrella handy as you go out this upcoming weekend for Saturday and Sunday. But you know what? Even though you see the showers and storms there, I think there will be, in fact, there will be some intervals of sunshine, especially tomorrow, and then probably later in the day on Sunday as remnants of Bill scoot on out of here. The heaviest should stay toward the south, and they're not looking too bad going into next week. Generally 70s to near 80 degrees.
All right. Well, obviously there still is Riverfest this weekend, so we hope that the rain will just pass on through and we won't have to
Yeah, and they did the right thing regarding those
Dragon boats.
dragon boats. Yeah.
All right. Keep people safe, of
Yeah,
course.
better to play it
and,
safe than be sorry.
Bring that umbrella if you're heading to Riverfest or anywhere in that fact for this weekend. Thanks, Joe. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here on Monday.